I just want to make I'm Dr. Emanuel again. I just want to make one last appeal to doctors. We have a certain category of doctors that are dealing with this, certain category of doctors that are the naysayers. The first category of doctors are doctors that are not clinicals, like I call them exotic professionals, like head radiology and, things like plastic surgery. Please, you're an MD. When you say things out there, people believe you because you're an MD, even though you don't have a clue what you're talking about. So don't become one of the doctors that are giving disinformation on something you don't know about. The second set of doctors that I'm going to talk to are doctors that are professional hacks. You're looking at this as opportunistic. Even a lot of Democrats, a lot of leftists, they use this, they're just opportunistic. Even though the stuff behind this is way more cynical, way more diabolic than just winning an election, don't be opportunistic, because coronavirus doesn't know whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. It doesn't care. It's going to kill you, your family members. Do you understand what I'm saying? The third set of doctors that I'm going to talk about are those that don't have information. We went through to do all the research to get the information so that we can treat patients. Do your research. Don't just sit down and say, send me some more articles and send me science. There are over 500 articles worldwide that talk how good this drug is. Do your research and be a patient advocate. The last set of doctors that I'm going to talk to are the ones that I call the good Germans. You see, during the Holocaust, there were good Germans, good people that disagreed with what was being done to the Jews. But they stayed in their houses and they did not speak up. They hid behind their curtains, tried to close the door so that they didn't see it. They were not bad people in their hearts, but they were complicit. And because of that, millions of Jews died. There are many doctors in this country today that know hydroxychloroquine works because they inbox me all the time. I've treated most of them. I've treated their family members. They are scared for their license. They are scared because where they work, their company will fire them. They are scared because they lived in a leftist city. They are scared because they are young with 2 children and this is their profession, and if something happens, they're not going to have money to feed their children. Because of that, you've become the good Germans. You're watching Americans die because you're scared for your license. You're watching people die because you're worried that you lose your job. My question to you is that when these diabolic people, the Gileads and their like, are done, do you think your family will be protected? Do you think your children will be protected? Do you think it would really matter? So my question to you, when you sit down and you're scared, too scared to do the right thing, too scared to keep the Hippocratic oath that we all took to be patient advocates, what does that make you? An accomplice to murder. It makes you one of the good Germans. I'm just saying this because, they can attack me. They can attack Dr. Oso. They come after us. They can send the boards. People say that, well, Dr. Stella, you might need to get protection. No, I don't need to. I'm a pastor. I'm a woman of God. If you look at my profile, I'm God's warrior princess. I'm protected by heaven. So I'm not scared of anything. But I'm just saying that you that is sitting down there, scared for your license, for food, and you're allowing people to die worldwide because of this. You're not different than a murderer. You're not different than Hitler. This is one situation where the good Germans is a good way to talk to you people. So I'm saying, if they can destroy 1 or 2 of us, but they cannot destroy a multitude of doctors. They can come after me, but they cannot come after 500, 5,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000 doctors. It is time for every single one of you to arise. Every single doctor in every state, and say enough is enough. If your hospital, your group will not use this medication, take a walk. Quit. Find something else to do. In fact, right now, we're working on putting together a program called frontlinemds.com. Frontlinemds.com. Inbox me. We'll get you a job. You work as a frontline MD to treat coronavirus patients nationwide. It's time for you to quit your job. It's time for you to take a walk and say, you know what? I refuse to let people die. For all of you that sit in the hospitals and when patients come in there and you say, oh my God, I can't do it because I'm afraid. For real, who are you going to sacrifice? Your mother? Your child? That person dying has a wife. That person dying has parents. That person dying is not going to live tomorrow to continue this argument that we're arguing. So my job right now is to tell you doctors, stop being complicit. Stop being murderers. Rise up. Let's fight for the life of Americans. Let's fight for the life of the nations of the world. And let's stop Gilead, Fauci, WHO, and whoever else is out there that thinks that human life is bigger than $1 billion, is smaller than $1 billion. Because you know what? Trillions of dollars is not worth one human life. And that's all I will tell you people. Next time you say I'm afraid, remember these words.